Hello, my crafty friends. It's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Tag Tuesday. So I am using up some packaging today, and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. But first, I just want to let you know that this is an open collab hosted by me that anyone can join in. If you want to make some tags, just post your video any Tuesday, and you don't have to do it every Tuesday. Link my channel in your description box. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know, and I'll add you to my participant list. So yeah, I'm using some packaging from some Tim Holtz ephemera that I got, and all these three pieces came from one package. So I cut it up and added some backing. This is Astro Brights, this is coffee dyed paper, and this is some Greene. This is actually that sewing paper that you use to roll the little serrated roller over to make marks on your fabric when you're cutting out a pattern. And the only reason I know that is because my mom is a sewer, and she doesn't sew so much anymore, but she used to sew a lot when I was a kid, and I saw her using this. So that's how I know what it is. But it is a really cool paper. It's soft and kind of different feeling, so I said, why not? And so then after I cut these pieces out, put the backing on, I had got picked up at Walmart, some of this gold paint. And I got this and I decided to try it out on the edges of this tag and this tag. And I'll show you up close in a second. I just wanted to tell you why I got this is because I always check out the new crafty items at Walmart and see what they put added to the craft aisles. And I saw some of that, like, I guess it's kind of some kind of a gold, whatever it is, gel or whatever people use. And it was a little bit more than I wanted to spend, like it was $4 or $5 or something. And this was only like $1 or $1 something, right around $1. So I got this, and this is how it looks. If you can see the back of the gold around this tag, and this one, you can see some on the front. And I wanted it to come over the edges like that, like not a solid line, but kind of just over the edge, kind of naturally. You know what I mean? And the back too, if you can see that. And so I like that a lot. So I'm really glad I got that, dollar bottle of gold metallic paint. And then on this one, I used two things that I've never used before, but I've had them for about a year. And these are from Dollar Tree. This is Cherry Furniture Repair Marker, and this is the Oak Furniture Repair Marker. On this one, I used the Oak, and I used this one on something else, and if I can find it here, it's somewhere on my table. I will show it to you. I kind of mixed things up here for a minute, but I'll find it in a minute, I'm sure. But anyway, here's what this one looks like. This is the color of the cap. It's like a medium gold, and then here's how it looks on the paper. It's kind of I'm going to describe it as a dark brown. So I guess it depends on what you use on maybe what color comes out. But I really like that too, so I'm glad I finally got it out and used it. And so I'm decorating now. And so first, before I did any decorating, I added some toppers. And I was looking over here. I have pulled out some Tim Holtz ephemera that I thought I might use. So I really like to find those other two tags that I put that marker on. Let's see. Or I can use it on, I'll use it on something. What did I do with those? Anyway, let me show you on here, because here's some more packaging I cut up. So let me show you this cherry one real quick, because I just showed you the oak on that tag. So it has like a chisel point kind of angled tip on here. So that is really good. It worked really well for going around and, the edges of, like a piece of cardstock. So I just did it like this. And you can use a side if that's easier for you, but I just did like this, and I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it as I'm even doing it. It's very dark, and I like that. It's just like, it's like distress ink. So I have now 2 more shades of distress ink I can use, and I'll show you this up close in a second. Let me just finish this 4th side here. But yeah, I like this one too. And then you can kind of, if you want to use the edge, you can kind of like do this and make it come down over your edge if you wanted to, a little bit here and there. But this is how dark it is, just so you can see that. And it's really, really pretty. So you may have to let it dry for a second. So especially this is a little bit, this packaging, is a little bit slick. So I would really have to let it dry on here. But depending on what you put it on, you might have to let it dry a little bit. So anyway, that was, I wanted to show you those two kind of ideas. And then as I was pulling up my ephemera that I might want to use on these tags, I was getting ideas because I pulled this one out first, this little kind of a ticket with this slot in it, and I thought, wouldn't that look cute as a topper? And so I put it here, and I could put a ribbon through here, or I could leave it like that. So I thought that was super cute. And then that made me think of, I didn't do it on these three, but that made me think, well, what I could just use one of these, little tickets and use that as a topper. Or I could punch it, use it as a topper and punch a hole in it with my hole punch and then put a ribbon through that. So that was another idea. Any of these little pieces would be a cute topper, wouldn't it? Look at that little eye. Wouldn't that be cute? Topper. So that, and then that made me think of my Rolodex punch, which makes these little holes, that you can, and I know everyone doesn't have that, and I'm very lucky to get my hands on one through a roundabout way a good while ago. But you can pick them up. They're probably even more expensive now, but you probably could find one on eBay if you watch, or even Etsy. But it's this right here, just so you know what it looks like. My Heidi Swap. I've showed it before, but it's a Heidi Swap punch, and it punches out these little holes for a Rolodex, or some people call them memory decks, or whatever you want to call them. But I did that on here and decided I wanted those to show you. I could have wrapped it around here, and that would be another way to attach it. But I wanted those to show, so I just glued it down, and there's my little punches right there. So that, and then I decided to use one of these butterflies. These little pieces were in the Tim Holtz Ephemera this for 2022. The little pieces ephemera pack, and so that butterfly was in there, so I used that for a topper on this one. And then I started decorating all these little pieces. Even this little trim right here was in that, and these pieces right here I put down, and I put the 31 down so far, so I need to finish. So I had pulled this out. This is I've been reorganizing my craft room, and I'm kind of like, it reminded me of some things I have, like this, and those markers I've had for like a year and I haven't used them. This little film strip here I got at a thrift store. I'm going to cut a piece of this off and use it on here. And I just used Fabri-Tac to glue this down, but this is a film strip, and it was hard to find because I've seen a lot of, believe it or not, audio tape, and that's a little thinner. It's quite a bit thinner. And I didn't want that. I wanted this because it's, even though it's thin, it's thicker than the audio tape. The audio tape's really thin. It was just too thin. I didn't want the audio tape. So I took, I kept looking, and I finally found that, and I think it's the only time I found it too, that film strip there. So, but it looks really cool as a trim. So I'm going to put a piece right here, kind of bring these two pieces together. And so that's there. So I've got 3 pieces on there besides the trim and the ticket. I got the 31 on here, and I thought maybe I'd put Tim Holtz Person on one. Oh, did I show you this yet? I don't think I did. This was a little piece I did with some little squares that happened to be, whatever I was cutting, I kept making little squares, so, getting these little square scraps. So I decided to put them, glue them all on a piece of brown full envelope, and use that as my backing for, writing space. And I'm going to either cut this up and make it into pockets or tags or something. So that's another thing I worked on. Oh, here's those 2 tags. They were under my Tim Holtz people. But these 2 I used the cherry marker. These 2 little pieces. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it did cover up the white, kind of like light or white sides very nicely. So I like those markers a lot. I'm glad I picked them up, and I'm glad they still work after a year. They didn't dry up or something. So we got that. So I wanted to use, I had this little lady out here, but I thought it would be a waste to put her on here because I have all this, real estate here that I can use a tall person. You know, there's certain spaces where you need a tall person, certain spaces where you need a short person, and this calls for a tall person, I would say. Now he's a little bit too tall. He covers up my butterfly. So let's find something shorter here and not too big, but that would fit. So I put all my Tim Holtz people together because I thought they all kind of have that solemn look of the Tim Holtz people that the Halloween people have. So I just combined all of my people here that I already had plus the Halloween people. So I thought I figured I would. Oh, he might be perfect. I actually could use something a little bit taller though. So let's see. Oh, he might be perfect. Not too creepy looking though. He's smiling. There's a few smiling ones in here. Yeah, I think I need something a little bit more creepy looking. Need somebody not smiling. Well, here's a couple people here that aren't smiling. I think they're perfect. They're not as tall, but I think they have a look about them. like they might be in a Halloween movie in the future. So, okay. So they are perfect. Okay, yeah, I like them a lot. So maybe we will add a little label with them. Let's see if they want to stand on a label here. And then there'll be a little place to write right there. That's cute. Okay, and anything else? Maybe a little, okay, yes. How about a little 31 here somewhere? Need to balance this out. Got them over here. No, I don't like that. Let's see. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see what else we have. We have a raven here. There's lots of cute little things in this ephemera pack. There's quite a few little bats in here. They're so cute, but I think they're a little bit small for these tags. I need something over in here. I might use another piece of that. While I'm at it, I could use another piece of this. No? Yes, no. Maybe. Or, let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's leave that alone for a second. We'll let that sit for a second. I have all these stickers I'm trying to use up too from like paper pack. So I have a couple big ones I really wanted to use up. Like this, let's see if this little, yeah, no, it doesn't look good with the words right above it. That's how I try them out. I just pull them off here and try them out. So let's see, and we could find something to put on here too, possibly. Here's a little ghost. See, that's got words on it, so I don't need, that's two alike. So I've got, it's like these stickers are so, whatever. I don't know if I had 2 paper packs or 1, but I just have had so many stickers I'm trying to use up here. Let's see, oh, this big tree might be cool. Let's see if that would fit on here. Might have to cut it off though. It's so white, isn't it? That just definitely needs some distress ink on it. Let's see. Spooky night, no. Yeah, that's okay. Here's a bat. Costumes. Let's see those costumes for a second, because this doesn't have any words on it over here. Could definitely use some words on this one. Oh, that's kind of big. Something like this. On this one would look cute. Costumes. Yes, I think we're going to do that. But this definitely needs a little bit of ink. So let's get out let's try this one. This is the oak. Yeah, we definitely need some color on here. I'm getting it down onto that white part on purpose to cover up. It just looks so white. It's not white, it's actually kind of off-white or creamy color. I don't think it's actually stark white, but I'm going to get this on here. Kind of distress it up a little bit. I think that makes it look more Halloween-y too. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't try to completely cover it up, just kind of take some of that light color off. Okay, so now some glue. Let's put some art glitter glue on this one. So now we have some words, and I got to use up a sticker. Finally. Okay, so that's going to go here. And then this one, this will go under them, so now I'm going to have to distress everything, aren't I? Once you get started, it's, you got to keep on going, because everything, if one thing's distressed, it seems like everything needs to be distressed. Sorry, I'm probably holding it way over off the camera, aren't I? It's because my tag's over there. This camera is pretty wide though, so hopefully you can see everything. Okay, so now we have this we're putting on with, let's see, let's use Fabri-Tac on here. This Tim Holtz, you know, the really thick cardboard stuff is kind of slick on the back most of the time. That's okay. I love it. Anyway. Okay, so that's going to go down here. Go over to the side like that. And then we will put them over here. Should we put them in the middle? No, I think they have to go over here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Really cute. They don't have any white around their edges, so I'm not going to distress them. I've been sitting here long enough. I fooled around quite a while before I turned on the camera, so I need to get this done. Got other stuff to do tonight. Okay. Oh, that is cute. Yes, it comes together. Thank you. I was getting worried there for a second. Okay, that is really cute. Okay, this one looks good. So we put we only put 3 pieces plus the topper on both of these. Oh, and the trim, so that one has 4 pieces. This one, while I was doing this one called to me for putting over here. So I'm going to put that moon there. I think that's perfect. And I like it just like that. Goodness gracious, I really do. I don't think it really needs anything else. I think I'm going to go for it. Go for it. I said I wanted to get done, right? So yeah, let's go for it. So I hope everyone's off to a great week. I had a good day as far as I know. My new job. It's like, I don't know if anybody out there has started a new job recently and had to learn a bunch of stuff, but it's like, I think I did everything right today, you know, type of thing. I'll find out tomorrow if I did anything wrong. But yeah, no, I'm loving it though. Loving it. Okay. That's awesome. Okay, I love it, love it. I love all 3. Okay, so those I'm going to say that are done. Super cute. And I was going to show you this packaging. I don't think I showed you yet, but I'm going to work on making this packaging. And I think I have some more of this somewhere, but I just can't put my hands on it right now. But yeah, I cut this one up too. This was Tim Holtz packaging. And I'm going to make this into some tags or something too. I just like that spider web. Actually, I think it might be a good pocket too. See how it has the brown down here, the spider web. And then I could use some of this dark, see how that's so dark, I could use this dark cherry around this edge. Kind of make it match that bottom piece. Right now it looks like, you cut that apart. But if I put this on here, cover up that white, kind of like make it show a little bit like that. And this too, over here, then it looks like it's more finished and like, you know, even though I did cut it, it's like, kind of has a finished look to it. Doesn't that look so much better just with that little bit of ink? I think it does. And this one has the dark on 3 sides. So all I have to do is this one up here. And see, I could decorate these however, but at least getting rid of that white edge is a start to doing something with these. There you go. And this one has, we did that one. Where's the other one? 3, We did 2. Oh, we did 3 already. Oh, I did that one before the video. That's what it was. I'm like, when did I do that? Yeah, I was experimenting with this marker on that one. On that one. That one's actually the oak, I think. It's a little bit lighter. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed using up some packaging and that you got some good ideas. I got some good ideas actually myself. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out all the participants, or just click on them and see what they're doing, because they come up with some amazing, really amazing tags. They're really talented. And I would be glad to add you to my participant list. So just let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Happy crafting.